We welcome you into the Larry Jordan Gymnasium here at Southeastern High School as the Panthers are set to host the Waverly Tigers in what will be the opening matchup to both of their basketball seasons here in the 2023-2024 season. Dewey Daly and John Bruce along with you. Glad to have you with us. I believe now our third consecutive basketball season starting off right here at Southeastern.
Yeah, the people at Southeastern, even though we've had a little changeover in athletic director, it's still been an outstanding group that allows us to come in. They have a really nice setup for us here on the second level. Thank you to Alan Coker, the new athletic director here at Southeastern, for continuing on with what Leonard Steyer did before. I think this should be a fun matchup. Neither team came off the type of season they wanted to a year ago, but some new pieces, some new coaches, and it's the first day of December. I would say everything is new again, but I think that's supposed to be the summer. But you know what? First day of December, two proud programs, and we're just a few minutes from getting started.
Yeah, two first-year head coaches, Kyle Bradley for Waverly, Brian Alley for Southeastern, but both teams fairly familiar with this gymnasium as Kyle Bradley spent a total of 7 years in the SVC, 5 at Adina, 2 at Huntington. Obviously, both of those schools in the SVC. And then Brian Alley spending a good chunk of time over at Zane Trace. So both of these both of these coaches have spent a ton of time in this gymnasium. And really, speaking for Kyle Bradley, his only SVC league win coming in this gym last year. I believe they had to play here twice due to the damages that happened, I think, around the midway point to the Huntington gymnasium. So picked up one of their lone wins last season here at Huntington.
Yeah, and it's, for a coach, maybe the familiar surroundings, it maybe doesn't seem like as much, but if you are very comfortable, if you're in the same locker room you're in all the time, where stuff is, like the fact that his last SVC win was in this gym, that can just be some good feelings going to the games, and you can never, there's nothing wrong with having good vibes.
Yeah, for Waverly, 22-5 a couple seasons ago. They make the trip to the Final Four with that loaded senior class. They do graduate a ton and lose a couple key pieces. They fall to 2-20 a season ago. They'll look to increase that win total this season. It's going to come a lot with Carson Nibbert, the lone returning All-SOC2 selection from a season ago. You bring on Kyle Bradley, who has had a lot of success. He was 77-45 in the 5 years at Adina, won the SVC in the 2020-2021 season. Now, he did have a bit of a drop-off at Huntington. He goes 10-36 in those 2 seasons. And that only win in the league was once, as we mentioned, I think it was their last or second to last league game last season here at Southeastern.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because, where he ended up the season of last year because of the floor damage at Huntington was actually coaching at Waverly, as that's where they play their home games. So, once again, we talk about the sense of community in Southeastern Ohio, but it really, goes to show in a situation like that where the people at Waverly, let Southeastern come and play at their gym. Let them practice at their area. Yes, let Huntington play at their gym last year. I think says a lot about their community and Tiger Town. Tiger Town was Huntsmanville for a while, but this should be a good matchup here to start. I am very interested in seeing how these two teams came about, how they've looked to improve. I've actually seen both of them. I saw Waverly in a foundation game with Uniota, and then I also saw Southeastern down at the SVC preview. But I believe we will be having the national anthem to start here.
Ladies and gentlemen, to honor America, please rise for the playing of our national anthem. Let's meet the starting lineups for both teams. First, for the visitors from Waverly. Number 0, Gunnar Myers. Number 1, Caden Carroll. Number 3, Jamison Morton.
One of the big things to look for Waverly as their starters are being announced, they have a couple of freshmen in the starting lineup. Sawyer and Gunnar Myers are going to be big-time impact players for the next 4 years for the Waverly program. Gunnar, number 0, is a 6'4" freshman, and Sawyer is actually listed at 6'5". He's number 22. So those would be players to watch for sure for the Tigers.
Waverly starting out with 2 seniors, 1 junior, and 2 freshmen. Number 0, Gunnar Myers. Number 1, Cade Carroll. Number 3, Jamison Morton. Number 10, Caden Nibbert. And number 22, Sawyer Myers. For Southeastern, it'll be number 1, Lane Williams. Number 2, Daniel Morgan. Number 11, Connor Smith. Number 20, Brevin Strasbaugh. And number 33, Carter Fisher.
Yeah, when I saw Southeastern in the SVC preview, you don't really see much in it, but you can see athletically what they have. And athletically, Southeastern looked like they could get up and down. They had some kids that could athletically do some stuff, and that was even without playing without number 11 Connor Smith, who was out for that night. So he's a kid that can really step up and can help them at times.
Smith, the only returning all-league selection for the Panthers, was third-team All-SVC a season ago. 5-17 in 2022. It has been 8 consecutive losing seasons for the Panthers. They'll look to snap that streak here in 2023. Tigers come away with the tip, and we are underway from the Larry Jordan Gymnasium with Gunnar Myers at the top of the key. Entry pass left side, now back out. Check that, that's Nibbert. Dribble drive down the lane, kicks it out, corner, that's Morton for 3, won't go. Offensive rebound for Gunnar Myers. His putback will not fall. Rebound goes to Daniel Morgan.
Good job by Myers to get that offensive rebound, but just can't get it to fall. Good job by Morgan corralling it to get the first possession for the Panthers.
First possession of the season for Southeastern. Into the corner now, down low. This is Strasbaugh back out top of the key. This is Smith for 3, knocks it down.
Good inside-out movement there. Connor Smith, one of the better three-point shooters in the SVC a year ago, knocks down his first shot of his senior year.
Nibbert, an entry pass to Sawyer. Myers now back over to Myers. Right back to Nibbert. Mid-range jumper rolls around, will not fall. Defensive rebound goes to the Panthers.
Good job by Southeastern there, controlling it. Let's see them push the ball up the court.
Back to Smith at the top of the key. Nearly loses it to half court. Able to regain possession now down low. This is Fisher. Kicks it out to the right corner. It's out of bounds on the Tigers. So the Panthers will hang on to the ball with 6:43 to go in the first. Apologies for the lack of a game clock. We look to have that hopefully by the time our streams come around next Friday. But for now, we'll make without. Here's a corner 3 ball from Morgan. It's off the mark. Defensive rebound for the Tigers.
Good job by Cade Carroll. Pull that one down.
Baseline drive the other way. Myers' floater will not fall. Give the rebound to Brevin Strasbaugh. Top of the key, Strasbaugh down the lane. A tough shot. Can't get it to go. Nice defense from the freshman. Myers gets the rebound off the miss.
Strasbaugh tries to go through the contact, unable to do so.
On the other side, Myers, his layup will not go. We'll have a travel on the Panthers. That'll hand it right back to the Tigers on the Southeastern baseline.
Yeah, just a little rush there for Daniel Morgan. It's just a, kind of a shuffle. I think his outlet look was not there. And just kind of took the extra step.
3-0 lead for the Panthers with just over 6 minutes to go. Down low, Myers getting his own rebound off the miss. He's called for an offensive foul, so that'll hand it over to the Panthers with a 3-point lead, 6:02 to go in quarter number 1.
Yeah, the Panthers so far have done a nice job of getting a body on, Waverly and trying to keep those one-shot opportunities so far.
3/4 court press for the Tigers. Smith finally able to get it across for Southeastern. Dribble drive, backs it out to the left corner. Now back out to Williams, right back to Smith, left side. Zone defense from the Tigers. This one is tipped out of bounds by Gunnar Myers.
Yeah, one of the trademarks for Coach Bradley is going to be that 1-2-2 press, as they like to try to be as active as possible, try to speed you up offensively.
Weston Bloss into the game for the first time tonight for the Tigers. The former Piketon Red Streak, averaging 3.5 points a season ago. A great addition to this Tiger team.
Nice ball movement there.
Fisher can't get it to fall. He's fouled, so he'll head to the line. 2 shots coming up, 5:25 in quarter number 1.
Yeah, good ball movement there for the Panthers. Fisher just unable to get through the contact to finish. That's 2 fouls now on Waverly, 1 on each of the Myers. Here's something I don't understand. Like, why are you not allowed to have that meeting right there? Like, there's no shot. Like, there's no action on that first play. Why not just let that go? And I understand the officials have to. It's just one of those things. Not a fan.
First shot from Fisher is no good. It will remain a 3-point ball game here with 5:25 in quarter number 1. Second free throw on the way. It's off the mark. Rebound goes to Cade Carroll.
His second board of the gate. Nippert had a nice season a year ago for the Tigers, so I know he's looking to carry that over again this year.
Nippert fade away on the right side, drops it in. Lead is down to 1 for Southeastern.
Yeah, good job getting his guy off on his heels and just pulling up and knocking down that 15-footer.
Lane Williams across half court for the Panthers. Now back to Smith. Entry pass to Strasbaugh on the left elbow. Back out to Morgan, who tries to get it to Lane Williams on the far corner. It's off the mark and out of bounds. Hands it over to Waverly.
Second turnover for the Panthers so far. Just getting a little sped up. You don't need to hurry in those situations. You got plenty of time. Guys are eventually going to be open against the zone. You just got to move the ball.
Bloss right side, looking to feed it down low. Instead, drops it off to Jamison Morrison. Dribble drive, pass out to Nippert. His shot is no good. Rebound goes to Strasbaugh.
Third board already for Strasbaugh.
Panthers now the other way. Deep 3 from Smith is off the mark. Rebound for Carroll, his third.
Trying to push the ball, get out in front. Good look.
Feed down low for Myers is tipped out of bounds by the Panthers, so the Tigers will hang on to possession for now.
Very good ball movement there, and good job there by Carter Fisher to be able to not get beat on that ball over top.
Dylan Gowan enters the game for the Panthers. Jake Schrader in for Waverly. Top of the key, Bloss. That's a 3 off the mark.
It's going to stay here.
Off of Daniel Morgan, so it'll hang here with the Tigers. Waverly without a non-league win a season ago, so a chance here to open up with a win they weren't able to grab last year.
Yeah, and one of the things, if you've never watched a game here at Southeastern, it is difficult to shoot. Like, for whatever reason, it's been difficult since this place got built. So you might see some shots that are a little more off than usual, at least in the early going.
Feed down low is taken away. Nice defense from the junior Dylan Gowan. Williams across half court for the Panthers, leading 3-2. We'll have a foul on ball on, I believe that's Nippert.
The Waverly foul is on number 10. Nippert. It's his first, team third.
We've got some lineup issues for what we were provided so far. So if we have any names incorrect, we're working on that, at least for Southeastern, because we're good on Waverly at this point.
Top of the key, Smith, 3:20 to go, drives down low, passes caught by Pfeiffer, kicked back out to Lane Williams, who right back to Smith. Smith inside with the left hand, off the glass, drops it in, lead is back to 3.
Senior has all 5. Nice job there, being patient, getting to his left hand and making a nice post move inside for the score.
Schrader at the top of the key, gets it to Bloss, baseline drive, back out, Nippert, that's a 3 off the mark. Joey Pfeiffer the rebound. .235 to go in quarter number 1, pass left side, that's a 3, yes! Dylan Gowan with his first 3 points of the night. The lead is up to 6.
Yeah, we think we got the numbers now.
Number 22, Dylan Gowan, his first, team first.
Yeah, I tell you, Max Preps was not the most accurate tonight. Nibbert heads to the line, shooting 2, knocks down the first.
Well, and some of these were different at the preview as well.
Dylan Gowan, 22, Carter Fisher, 33, and Joey Pfeiffer, 3.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was able to get the Pfeiffer just because of the football. Solid QB for the Panthers.
Nibbert knocks down the pair. Lead is cut in half, 8-4. Panthers able to break the press. Connor Smith, a cross-court pass to Pfeiffer, right back to Lane Williams, now back to Smith.
2 minutes left in the quarter.
Patient possession here with a 4-point lead for the Panthers as Williams toes the sideline, a turnover for Southeastern.
You got a lot of room here, but not that much.
Russell, a 3 ball from the top of the key, will not fall. Pfeiffer, another rebound.
His second already.
Smith back to Williams from the top of the key, won't go. Offensive rebound nearly comes to Pfeiffer, however, it's off the Tigers, so Southeastern will hang on to possession, 8-4 with 1:24 to go.
Yeah, a lot of missed jump shots so far in this game, as it's the 1 jumper and the 2 free throws for Nippert is all Waverly's got at this point.
Gowan drives inside, runs out of room, kicks it back out to Lane Williams. Off the foot of Smith, Bloss with the steal. Tigers take over for the time being, but the Panthers right back with it. Pfeiffer on the ground, gets it to Smith on the drive. Panthers the first to double digits.
You know, Connor Smith's going to get the points, but that should go to Joey Pfeiffer to get that for saving that possession and getting it out to Smith quickly. 7 already for Connor Smith.
10-4, Southeastern leading down low to Russell, off the hands and out of bounds.
A little too much heat on that one.
Aiden King into the game for the Panthers. He's in for Lane Williams. 44 seconds to go here in quarter number 1.
King, very good shooter.
Braden Strasbaugh in, as well as Carter Fisher checks out. Gowan gets it across half court to Strasbaugh. On the drive, inside, off the front iron, will not fall. Bloss comes up with the loose ball. In transition, Nippert with the left hand, count it, and the foul.
Great job there in transition by Weston Bloss, finding Nippert on the move, and he finishes strong for a chance for the 3-point play.
10-6, Panthers leading. All 6 points for Nibbert here in the first half. Make it 7.
Yeah, Nippert 2 for 4 from the field, 3 for 3 at the line so far. .18 seconds to go in quarter number 1.
Gowan across half court for the Panthers. Clock is down to 10. Smith into the corner. King back out to Strasball. Strasball, backdoor fine. Shot is good. Joey Pfeiffer as time expires.
Great timing there. Maybe a little lucky, but great timing there by the Panthers to be nice and patient in getting that ball to Pfeiffer to score at the buzzer.
Panthers out in front, 12-7 as we head to quarter number 2. You're watching Ohio High School boys basketball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio Health.
At Ohio Health, you can see your doctor here or here, on this or on these. And no matter if you're over here, over there, or anywhere in between, you'll feel good knowing Ohio Health provides the finest care anywhere. Schedule care today at ohiohealth.com/finest care.
Hey everyone, Mike Glockner.
I'm Brandon Callahan.
Of the all-new Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Service Center in Portsmouth, Ohio. We have a $39.95 oil change special going on right now. That includes a free tire rotation and free multi-point inspection. Schedule your appointment online at GlocknerCDJR@Portsmouth.com.
Welcome back in here to the Larry Jordan Gymnasium. You know, it's been a pretty even matchup if you're looking at Connor Smith against Caden Nybert, as each has 7, but that's where the difference is, as Southeastern has gotten 5 other points for their 12-7 lead after the quarter.
Panthers with the first possession of the second quarter. Gowan picks up his dribble, top of the key, kicks it off to Connor Smith. Smith, right-handed drive, finds Pfeiffer in the corner. Baseline drive, pull-up mid-range jumper is no good. Offensive rebound for Aiden King. He gets it to Gowan. His mid-range jumper will not fall. Defensive rebound goes to Gunnar Myers.
Yeah, Waverly comes out in an aggressive man-to-man there. Kind of throws off the Panthers a little bit on that. Causes a couple quick shots, and then obviously the quick foul there, second on Gowan.
5-point lead for the Panthers. It's Bloss now in the hands of Myers. Nybert, mid-range jumper on the way, off the mark, will not fall. Rebound goes to Strasball.
He's got 4 boards, 2 assists so far for the sophomore, doing a nice job overall.
Smith swings it over. Gowan, step back 3, won't go. Tigers with the rebound.
Good board there by Sawyer Myers.
Down low, Morton kicks it out to Bloss. Now back beyond the arc, Sawyer Myers. Bloss, his second 3 of the night. This one will not go. Rebound goes to Dylan Gowan.
Yeah, Waverly only 2 of 11 in the first quarter. Both of those were by Nybert.
Gowan inside, can't get it to go. This one out of bounds on Southeastern, so Tigers take over with 6:30 to go in quarter number 2.
We're actually going to have a foul on Brevin Strasball as well.
Top of the key, Nybert ditches it off Morton. Now to Bloss, right back to Nybert, right side.
Going to see some flex cuts here from Waverly.
Myers drives to the free throw line. Bloss, another 3, won't go. Rebound goes to Gage Cheadle.
A good job there on the break for Lane Williams, getting them on their heels, able to draw a foul. The first on Jameson Morton.
Tell you what, John, this might be the most inaccurate roster I've ever printed.
Hey, it's first game for everybody.
12-7, Southeastern leading, 5:52 to go in quarter number 2. Pick and roll between Cheadle
Smith.
and Smith, who drives inside, can't get it to go. Rebound Myers.
So we have a foul on Carter Fisher. Only the second shot that Connor Smith has missed so far was 3 for 4 in the first quarter. And remember, folks, this is a new era of fouls. So each quarter, the team fouls reset. Once the team gets to 5 fouls, then that's 2 shots every time. No more 1-and-1. The bonus is just automatic at 5.
Gunnar Myers, the pass to Nybert with the left hand. Can't drop it in, but he is fouled, so he'll head to the line for the second time tonight.
That could be a big one because that's 2 now on Connor Smith. As he's got, the 7 points to lead the Panthers. Both times he's been whistled for fouls on Nybert. Now 4 for 4 at the line.
Nybert knocks down the pair, all 9 points coming from the senior here in the first half. Williams has trouble around half court. It's taken away by Nybert, who is fouled on the floor by Williams.
And that's going to get the Southeastern faithful a little fired up on that. But, only 4. It's Williams first.
Nybert set to inbound on the baseline. Right back, Nybert, corner 3, yes! This game is tied.
I believe we're going to get the timeout from Waverly as well. Nice out-of-bounds play there. Getting it into Sawyer Myers and then him kicking right back out to Nybert.
It'll be a full timeout, all 12 points off the hands of Caden Nybert. This game is tied at 12. We'll take a quick break. You're watching Ohio High School boys basketball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio Health.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Willie and Son Trucking. Willie and Son Trucking has been a proud supporter of local student athletes, coaches, and athletic programs throughout its history. Be sure to look out for the Shack Athlete of the Week presented by Willie and Son Trucking each week at SOSAOhio.com.
Kimberly. Tons of practice. One chop away from a black belt. 7 of the best sidekicks. And 5 years since her cancer diagnosis at Ohio Health.
12-12 with 5:06 to go in quarter number 2. Caden Nybert going on a little bit of a run here in quarter number 2.
Yeah, quick 5-0 run for Nybert. He's got all 12 for the Tigers.
Strauss ball, cross court pass to Cheadle, right back to Williams. Backs it out. Now to Connor Smith at the top of the key. Smith one-on-one, dribble drive inside, finds Fisher. Up with the right hand, called for a travel. Another turnover for Southeastern.
Huh. Looked like it was a pretty good move, but he's a little closer than we are.
Tigers take over with 4:30 to go in the second. On the drive, Myers, spin move, up for the layup and fouled. It will be on the floor.
But it's going to be 2 shots because that's the 5th of the quarter. It will be Gunnar Myers will have a chance for his first career points. Second foul on Carter Fisher as well. So Connor Fisher, Dylan Gowan, and Connor Smith all with 2 fouls so far for the Panthers.
First shot from Myers is no good, so it will remain tied up at 12.
Daniel Morgan will check back in here for the Panthers.
Morgan in for Gage Cheadle. 4:22 to go in the quarter as Myers sinks the second. And we have our first lead of the night for the Tigers, 13-12.
And it's the first point by someone other than Caden Nybert.
Morgan left side, now top of the key will have a foul on the floor. It'll be Jamison Morton. I believe his second.
Yes, it is his second.
On number 3, Morton. It's his second, team second of the quarter.
Yeah, a little too aggressive on the man-to-man defense there.
Landon Russell into the game for Morton. Pass nearly gets away from Strasball, regains possession and drives inside. He's fouled on the way up. So he'll have a chance to either tie it or even take back a Panther lead here with 3:55 to go in the second.
That's actually a pretty big foul, though, because that's second on Caden Nybert, as he's got 12 of the 13 for the Tigers. Tried to take the charge, just got there just a tick too late. Free throw shooting has not been very good so far. Panthers are 0 for 3, 0 for 4 now.
Strasball unable to knock down either. Will remain a 13-12, make it 15-12 lead now for the Tigers.
Nice job by Gunnar Myers.
Gunnar Myers with 3 points now on the half.
Someone's got to fill up that role of the only scorer.
Williams drives inside. Tough shot from about 5 feet out. Gets it to go.
Yeah, tough job there by Lane Williams. Only listed at 5'7", but plays much bigger.
Russell drives inside. Looks to get it out to Weston Bloss. It is tipped out of bounds by the Panthers. So the Tigers will hang on to possession, leading 15-14. 3:10 to go in the quarter.
Good job by Daniel Morgan stopping that cut.
Carroll gets it to Bloss, drives inside, pass out to the far corner. 3 ball will not fall. Williams the rebound.
Yeah, good look outside. Sawyer Myers just unable to get it to fall so far.
Deep 3 from Smith. Got it.
He's now 2 for 3 from 3. 10 points for Smith.
Panthers back out in front by 2, 17-15. Myers, mid-range jumper, off the back iron, won't fall. Strasball the rebound for Southeastern.
5th rebound for Strasball.
Panthers now the other way. Williams gets it out to Smith in the left corner. Now back out to the wing. He'll back it out and reset. Williams inside, falls down. He'll be called for a travel as he lost his footing around the right elbow.
Yeah, only the 5th turnover so far for the Panthers. So they've done a good job of getting shots up, just haven't got a whole lot to fall. It seemed like Williams was starting to get a little more confidence going there. Just, feet just came out from under him.
Tigers trailing by 2 with 2:02 to go in the second. On the drive, Myers falls down, gets it to Schrader, who's fouled on the way up. He'll head to the line with 2 shots coming up.
It's going to be the second foul on Strasball, so 4 of the 5 starters for Southeastern with 2 fouls. But, I guess it's only his first. I had him for 1 before that, so Schrader misses the first.
Remains a 2-point ball game in favor of the Panthers. Second shot from Schrader on the way and in. Lead is down to 1 for Southeastern.
Waverly kept in the game so far by their performance at the line. They're 7 of 9 from the free throw stripe thus far.
Ball gets away from Morgan, taken away by the Tigers. The other way, Carroll up for the layup. The Tigers are back out in front, 18-17.
Yeah, if you're Landon Russell, you'll take that. You get the easy steal and easy assist.
Williams across to Morgan, who's fouled while catching the basketball. It'll be on the floor.
Get a bit of a Bronx cheer from the crowd for the fourth foul of the quarter so far for the Tigers.
Dylan Gowan back into the game for the Panthers.
Gowan knocked down a 3 in the first quarter.
Tegan Hurt makes his first appearance of the season here with 1:29 in the second. In for Gunnar Myers. Smith right side, now top of the key, Pfeiffer. Crossover, drives inside, pass out. Now to Gowan.
I'll be honest, I don't know what a double dribble is anymore. Because it looked like Gowan caught, control dribbled, picked it up, and then dribbled again. But
The foul is on Waverly's number 5, Hurt.
Nonetheless, a foul on the floor on Waverly, so that'll send Joey Pfeiffer to the line with 2 shots.
Pfeiffer now with 3. He had that layup to end the first quarter.
Jake Schrader out of the game. Sawyer Myers back in for the Tigers. .112 in quarter number 2. Pfeiffer sinks the pair. 1 point lead for Southeastern.
Pfeiffer's given 4 points, 3 rebounds off the bench. Done a nice job contributing.
Bloss around the free throw line, kicks it out, dribble drive, inside for Russell, gets it to go.
Nice job by Russell doing the little up and under. A la Michael Jordan, just a little, not as high.
Tigers the first to 20 in tonight's contest, 38 seconds to go in the first half. Smith with the left hand, backs it back out to the left wing. Pfeiffer drives, has it taken away. Tigers with the steal now in transition, taken right back by the Panthers. Daniel Morgan strips it away.
It's kind of crazy there because it almost like Pfeiffer just handed it off, but they're able to get it back.
10 to shoot for the Panthers. Smith kicks it out. Gowan for 3. He's called for a travel before the shot, so that'll hand it over to Waverly with 6.9 seconds to go.
I'll just say this, though. The man completely across the gym just called that travel. Like, that's not his call. He's been taking over so far, calling plays that have been outside of his area throughout the half. So I understand why Coach Alley is pretty upset right now at this time. And now we put the ball down.
Tigers with 6.9 seconds now, 6 to shoot. Nybert picks up his dribble. Russell at the buzzer, off the front iron, and no good. We'll head to the break. A 20-19 lead for the Tigers as we head to the second half. You're watching Ohio High School basketball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio Health. We'll be back in a moment.
There's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon. That's the slogan, and that's what we believe at Par-Mar stores. From groceries to gas and all the other stuff you need, Par-Mar has it. Download the Par-Mar app for even more savings, and don't forget the Par-Mar rewards card too. We also believe in being a big part of your community, so look for us at the ball game or wherever you are. Shop us today, like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and remember, if there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
This presentation of high school sports on Southern Ohio Sports Authority is brought to you in part by your local McDonald's. McDonald's proudly supports all area athletes again this season. Visit your local McDonald's in Chillicothe, Circleville, Greenfield, and Waverly, And be sure to check out SOSA's newly relaunched podcast, Overtime, presented by McDonald's.
20-19, the Tigers leading as we reach the break. It was more or less all Panthers there for the most part of the first quarter and a little bit into the second, but then the Tigers started to take over, and then towards the end it was a little back and forth, but eventually the Tigers able to take the lead as we head into the break.
Yeah, for the Tigers, the biggest thing for them was to get someone else to score besides Caden Nybert, especially when Nybert picked up his second foul and sat down for about 3 minutes there in that second quarter. That's where, Gunnar Myers stepped in, had 3 quick points. Landon Russell had that nice drive and up and under for the layup. Jake Schrader knocking down the free throw as well. So then Cade Carroll had that fast break that was I think he might have been the one that caused the turnover, but it goes right to Russell, and then it's just an easy layup on the other end for Cade Carroll. But for the Panthers, I've been impressed so far with Connor Smith. I mean, he's got 10 points. He is 4 for 6 from the field. Doesn't have any turnovers. He's done a nice job for them overall. It's just got kind of loose there late in the half, and I think that's where Waverly was able to take the lead. But overall, it's been, for the first game of the year.
It's been very quick. Only one timeout used, and I believe it was Waverly after one of the Nybert threes.
Yes, after they just went on a 5-0 run to either tie it or get right in it, and it was, sometimes, you want to set up your defense at that point, and I believe they came out in their man right after that, so that would have been, good timing for them. So, a nice 13-12 win, or 13-7 win in the second quarter for Waverly. One thing that I've liked with, Southeastern especially is they've done a nice job using their bench. Carter Fisher got 2 quick fouls. He's one of their better athletes inside and out, but Joey Pfeifers came off the bench, done a really nice job for him. 4 points, 3 rebounds. But you also had Dylan Gallo, who knocked down a 3 in the first quarter, so I believe they played everyone on their roster besides Parker Bodery.
Right, 9 of their 10 players listed.
Yeah, and I believe Bodery might still be in a boot because he was in a boot last week, so that would be why. And then also Waverly's played a bunch of different guys. They played freshmen. Gunnar Myers and Sawyer Myers started. Landon Russell's played a lot.
10,
yeah,
I believe.
Landon Russell's played a lot as a freshman, and Tegan Hurt came off the bench, played a little bit as a freshman as well. So, I mean, these are pretty young teams still. So, I mean.
And for Waverly, we discussed it a little bit off the air. They're third coach in 3 seasons, so obviously you have summer workouts and then a little bit of practice leading up to the season, but it's going to take a little bit of time for new players as they're extremely freshman heavy and even have Bloss in as a transfer, so it's going to take some time to gel together, especially I'm not sure how long it takes them to get into SOC 3 play, but hopefully they're able to come together, and they've looked, after falling behind in the first quarter, they've looked great to finish out the first half.
Yeah, and sometimes, like, I covered a game down at Greenfield for girls. It was Paisley Pryor for McLean. She even told me after the game in our interview that she was kind of nervous early, as a kind of highly touted freshman for them. Then once she saw the ball go in once, then I think she had like 13 or 14 points on the night. So I feel like that same thing's going to happen for Sawyer Myers in this game so far. He's 0 for 3 from the field, but I think as soon as he sees the ball go in, it's just going to, he's going to realize, oh, this is just basketball. Because sometimes you don't remember that when it's your first game up on varsity, especially when you're coming from the junior high level. So one thing I kind of wanted to, I kind of made mention of it a little bit before, and you kind of looked at me kind of different. Western beats Piketon 84-83 in double overtime. Yeah, I believe.
And we're going to go see them tomorrow.
Yes, we're going to see.
Not playing each other, but.
Yeah, after 3, Piketon was up 58-39.
Oh, my gosh.
Ended up 68 all after regulation. So a 29
How about
to
the
10.
Indians?
29 to 10. Of course, we picked Tamar to go to that game when we missed that. But, that's one local final. Another one was Westfall pretty comfortably over Amanda Clear Creek, 54-25.
That was one thing I was going to mention, especially for Waverly. You only had 2 wins a season ago. If they can pick up a win here tonight, tomorrow night they play Amanda. So it'd be a great way to match your wins from a season ago. And I believe with 2 wins out of 2 games. You're in a great spot to have more wins than you had a season ago. So hopefully the
one
Tigers,
would hope.
One would hope. One would hope. But I will say the SOC 3 is always pretty tough.
Yes, very tough. And that's what was so impressive about them, even winning the 2 games last year.
Right, picked up a win over an Eastern team who
was good.
When you look at the record, it's like, but like when you look at some of the teams they
beat Valley,
right?
Yeah. So
and then Portsmouth West as well,
who was solid.
Right.
It's a very tough league, and they. I'd like to go back to, I'll reference a lot of Uniota stuff, but Coach Hoops' second year at Uniota, we went 1-20. Was not fun, but if you looked back at that league that year, Piketon went to state. There was 3 teams went to the district finals, with obviously Piketon winning, but they were 1 turnover for Zane Trace away from having 2 teams in the regionals from that league, and it's like they weren't that bad. It just you play in a league like that, and I feel like for Waverly, that was probably likely a lot of that from last year, because what I've seen from Caden Nybert so far is I've been really impressed with him, doing a nice job off the dribble, knocked down that nice corner 3. He's 3 for 5 from the field, 5 for 5 from the line. So I mean, and just from what I watched earlier, which you said it wasn't going to get anything out of it, that Westfall and Amanda, I feel like Waverly's got a nice chance tomorrow night to be able to knock off that
potentially,
Amanda team.
right? Yeah, absolutely. And kind of going back to what you said about just playing in tough leagues, I remember a couple of years ago a team coached under Kyle Bradley, they didn't win an SVC game. I actually believe they played 15 SVC games that year, because I think they played Piketon in the sectional semifinal, but I think they had the best non-league. Now, obviously, that depends a lot on who you're playing and when you're playing them throughout the season, but I think they finished, 0-14 in the SVC, but they were like 5 or 6 and like 1 or 2 outside of the league.
They were that season. They were why the SVC had a winning season in the non-league, was because of Huntington, was because they did a nice job, in your non-league, and you have to schedule for what your team is going to be.
Right.
So I think with Waverly, maybe they took a slight step back, and then you're trying to refocus.
I'm looking at their schedule from last year, and you have Upper Arlington on your schedule.
Yeah.
So and that's a team that they go to the Final Four, and they still lost to them early in that season. That was one of their 5 losses that year. So definitely a tough matchup last year to go. I believe that was at Upper Arlington as well.
Yes, they returned the favor, which was, they probably should have told them, we'll just give you some money for the crowd, but because Upper Arlington's a tough place to play anyway. So even they lost on the year where they were loaded. So when you go out and play games like that, that's going to get you ready for tournament time. And obviously it worked out for Coach Robertson and Tiger Town as they made it to the Final Four. A outstanding run 2 seasons ago, and I think really, if you ask the people around Waverly, if you look at what they have coming up from the 8th grade mixed in with this 9th grade group, I think they are very confident that, maybe they don't break through to that state level, but they feel like there's a lot of talent coming, and there's a lot of talent here already, so they have a feeling that they're going to be able to make another big run within the next couple of seasons.
About 50 seconds left before we head to the third quarter. One thing I will go back to about playing in a tough league, I believe it was 2016. Southeastern had a losing record and won a district title. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was either 15 or 16.
16.
Right, and I think they finished 11-13 that year.
Yeah. So that was the last time Southeastern made it to the regionals, was that year. They came in as
a double-digit seeding. Because they would have had a losing record going into the postseason.
They were the 9th seed, but it was when the sectionals were split different. So they won by, I believe, 2 at the buzzer, by 3, then 4, then 3, something like that to get out. But you never know. That's what you just got to get ready for. You got to get ready. And they obviously were that season and made an outstanding run with Coach Slaughter, who ended up going to Cambridge after that. I believe his kid's at John Glenn. Not with John Glenn right now, because that'd be bad. But
Tigers to start off the second half here in the third quarter, up 20-19.
And Southeastern's going to come out with a little bit of a zone look. Yeah, a little packed in.
Into the corner, 3-ball on the way from Morton, rattles it home.
And that's exactly what you want if you are Waverly. You see the zone, you find a hole in it, and Morton knocks down that corner 3.
Quick strike from the Tigers, now up by 4. But Smith the other way, feeds it down low to Fisher. Back to Smith, deep 3 on the way, won't go. Fisher the offensive board. Inside, Strasbaugh can't get it to go. Rebound Myers.
Couple good looks there for Southeastern.
On the break, foul on the floor. This is on Nybert. Offensive foul, hands it right back over to the Panthers.
Ooh, that's pretty
His
big.
third of the game.
His first turnover, 3rd foul of the game, and he's guarding point guard Lane Williams. If I'm Williams, well, now they switched off of him. And I say, if you're Williams, you want to go right after and try to get a 4th.
Williams a cross-court pass to Morgan, now to Smith at the top of the key. Backs out to the volleyball line, looks to reset. Right side, Williams, deep 3-ball, too strong, won't fall. Cade Carroll the rebound for Waverly. 23-19, 6:40 to go in quarter number 3. Nybert entry pass left side to Myers. Now Morton right side, back to Nybert around the volleyball line. Nybert, top of the key 3 on the way, off the glass, won't fall. Rebound goes to Strasbaugh.
His 6th.
Bounce pass to the far side, right back to Smith, top of the key.
Yeah, the Southeastern went zone 1 trip. Now back to man.
Morgan, tough shot from the free throw line, can't get it to go. Fisher fighting for the board, won't come up with it. That's Nybert with the loose ball. Other way, feed into the corner. Morton can't get it to go. Panthers the defensive board, that's Strasbaugh.
That was a kind of hectic play there. Strasbaugh does a good job staying with it.
I know it's not my job to get too analytical, that's more your job, but Southeastern getting a lot of good looks here in the second half so far.
Yeah, they've done a good job of adjusting to be able to find, those looks, going inside out, but also, crashing the boards hard, and that's what Carter Fisher can give them. Very athletic, even if undersized for a post player.
Corner 3 from Morgan on the way, yes!
It's a big shot from Daniel Morgan.
Tigers not wasting any time the other way. Yes. Off the glass for Gunnar Myers. 25-22, lead is back to 3.
I was going to say, just try to figure out which Myers it was.
Williams on the drive, right hand, tough shot, yes.
Yeah, like I mentioned earlier, Lane Williams very tough for his size. Nice job driving through contact and finishing, cutting the lead back down to 1.
Both offenses seem to be getting into rhythm.
And you got to remember, you don't want to chase these flex cuts for Waverly, or that's going to get them open looks.
Near side corner to Bloss, now back to Myers. Carroll. Right side, cross-court pass to Myers. Drives inside, short-range jumper off the way, front iron, won't fall. Rebound goes to Strasbaugh. 25-24, 4:35 in the third. Williams off the Fisher screen, gets it to Morgan. Baseline drive over to Strasbaugh, up with the right hand, fouled on the way up.
Yeah, good job there by Strasbaugh to at least get to the line. If you may have been able to see it in the bottom part of the screen, but Connor Smith was wide open on the outside, so it's a good thing Strasbaugh at least got to the line.
First foul of the night for the junior Cade Carroll. Strasbaugh to the line, shooting 2, sinks the first. We're tied at 25.
Strasbaugh with his first point of the game to go with 8 rebounds and 2 assists. Had a nice game. He missed his first 2 free throws in the first half, but only 1 shot attempt besides that.
Second from Strasbaugh on the way, in and out. Schrader the rebound for the Tigers. Nybert now the other way, dishes it off to Schrader.
4:15 to play here in the third.
Russell Dribble drive, right side, count it, and the foul.
Nice job by Landon Russell.
The freshman with a chance for a three-point play.
I don't know if he's a shooter. We haven't really seen anything shooting-wise yet from him, but both times on his drives have been really nice.
Russell converts the three-point play. Lead is now to 3 at 28-25 with 4:06 to go in the third.
And that was the third foul on Dylan Gowan.
Feed down low to Strasball. Foul is on Schrader. It's on the floor.
Yeah, only one foul away from being in the bonus now for Southeastern. Oh yeah, and the other thing is that I believe we mentioned, but the 1-and-1 is now no more. So
correct. Double bonus as soon as you get to 6.
Well, 5.
Oh, it's 5 now.
Yeah.
Has it always been 5?
Nope, just this year.
Bloss drives down the right side. Tough shot. Too strong, won't go. Rebound goes to Smith. Top of the key, Strasball shows the ball, drives inside. He's fouled on the way up. So he'll head to the line with 2 shots, down by 3.
Yeah, since it restarts every quarter, that's why it's just at the 5. So you better not be in the bonus every quarter, or else you're probably going to be in foul trouble.
Strasball knocks down the first. It appears Fisher will come in for him, so if he's able to sink the second, he'll head out. Strasball knocks down the pair. Lead is down to 1. He is out. Fisher is in. Bloss having trouble getting it across half court. Eventually does so without going back over with a violation, and it looks like the Tigers may have touched the sideline. That was Gunnar Myers.
I think. It just looked like he just pointed. He probably said it.
I will say picking up the numbers on the Tigers jersey isn't the easiest.
Yes.
The black on dark gray. Here's Smith for the lead. Yes!
Yeah, Connor Smith, nice job on the set play. Lane Williams hitting Smith on the wing.
13 points for Smith now tonight, 30-28. Southeastern leading. This is Russell for 3. Got it.
I asked
Tigers right back out in front.
I had asked if Russell could shoot, and he immediately proved it. Timeout Waverly after the made 3.
It will be a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here.
Yeah, nice job.
Both offenses finding their rhythm here in the third.
Yeah, and nice job. Like, that may have been the exact same play, just flipped to the other side. Like, because it looked very similar on the design of it for both teams. They get a wing 3, both teams knock it down. Landon Russell with, I believe that is 8 points now for him. 6 here in the third. Doing a nice job for, Waverly, as Nybert hasn't scored in this quarter, as he's been out with the 3 fouls for the majority of it. So Landon Russell doing a nice job picking up the slack. Setting up the press with that timeout.
Pressure from the Tigers. Panthers able to get it across. Fisher down low with the right hand. Panthers back out in front, 32-31. Back and forth it goes in quarter number 3.
Good patience there. Might have been able to hit Joey Pfeiffer deep, but also that may have been overthrown and out of bounds. Nice move.
Myers up and under. Can't get it to go. Rebound goes to Smith. Up by 1. Panthers the other way. Fisher wide open underneath. That pushes the lead to 3 for the Panthers.
Getting up and down. Good job running the floor for Carter Fisher, getting rewarded with 4 quick points.
Cade Carroll feeds down low. Myers Guarded by Fisher, nowhere to go. Now Myers from the outside shows the fake inside with the right hand. Fadeaway jumper is good.
His first 2 of the night. Good job by Sawyer Myers not settling.
Smith another 3. This one won't fall. Rebound goes to the Tigers. That's the freshman Landon Russell.
Still a good look.
Myers working on the right side of the floor. Now out to Bloss all the way over to Russell. Myers top of the key, nearly has it taken away. Bloss is right there, called for the offensive foul on the push-off. That'll hand it over to the Panthers with 1:22 to go in the third.
Yeah, been a little critical on that official there, but that was a pretty good call, pretty easy. I don't know why I said pretty good call. It's a good call. It was an easier call, but still a good call. Bloss just getting that off arm out, pretty easy for the official to see.
Daniel Morgan into the game for the Panthers. He comes in for Joey Pfeiffer. Williams pull-up jumper from the mid-range, off the rim, no good. Myers the rebound. Tigers pushing the tempo the other way. Nybert can't get it to fall from short range. Panthers with the rebound. Williams dishes it off. Fisher up for the layup, won't go. Russell the rebound, poked out of bounds by Morgan, so the Tigers will hang on to possession with 53 ticks left in the third.
Yeah, I think Fisher thought there was going to be contact on that, so he kind of went looking like he was bracing for the contact, was unable to get it, and thus misses the layup. Under 50 seconds left to go here in the third.
Bloss across half court for the Tigers, guarded by Williams. Entry pass to Myers on the right wing. Myers off the dribble right to his brother Gunnar Myers. Baseline drive from Bloss, nowhere to go. Myers, dribble drive, fadeaway jumper with the right hand, won't go. Tough rebound from Brevin Strasball. 20 ticks left in the third.
Strasball's 9th board, 4th of the quarter. Southeastern looks like they're going to play for the last shot. They've got the ball to start the fourth as well.
10 to shoot for the Panthers. Williams hands it off Smith. Now 5. Smith gets it to Morgan. Now to Williams. Called for a travel as Williams knocks down the jumper. 1.5 seconds to go in the quarter.
Only the first turnover of the quarter for Southeastern.
Going to have to be a pass and a shot here for the Tigers.
You get one dribble. Just one. 2 and you're out of time.
Myers gets it to Bloss from half court. Cannot get it there. And we'll head to the fourth. A 34-33 lead for the Panthers after 3. We'll step aside. You're watching Ohio High School boys basketball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio Health.
Williams has transferred to Wendy's for the new loaded nacho cheeseburger.
This burger's my inspiration, and I just hope to inspire you.
Oh, you have inspired us.
Thought we were doing names on the headband.
Get it together. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new loaded nacho cheeseburger.
The warmth of the holiday season is all wrapped up in the generous gifts we share. When you sign up for fiber internet with Horizon, we'll donate $10 to the YMCA in your community. Call Horizon at 740-772-8331 or visit us at horizonconnects.com before December 31st, and you'll also get 1 month free plus free installation on your service. It's a little bit of holiday magic that comes when you make the most meaningful connections with Horizon.
34-33 as we head to quarter number 4. The Panthers able to win the third and take a lead as we head into the final quarter of play.
Yeah, it's been very back and forth since, the time when Waverly was able to tie it about midway through the first or the second quarter. It's been very back and forth. A lot of lead changes so far. Should have a fun fourth quarter.
Morgan contested 3. Got it. What a shot from the junior. Lead is now to 4.
That was almost contested by his own teammate because that was definitely a play ran for Connor Smith. But Morgan just steps up, drills the 3. His second.
Nybert off the screen, drives inside, kicks it out. Morton for 3. Rattles around, will not go. Williams nearly has the rebound. He's fouled on the floor by the Tigers. I believe it'll be on Landon Russell. And if it is, that'll be Russell's third.
And he's had a nice game off the bench for him, so I wouldn't be surprised if he comes back soon, as he's coming out now for Cade Carroll.
Russell is out with 3 fouls. The junior number 1, Cade Carroll, is in. Carroll with 2 points on the night. 37-33 Panthers. Screen from Strasball. I believe he's called for an offensive foul.
Yeah, just got to stay set.
That'll be his second.
I once told a player who actually is in the crowd here tonight, Jordan Perkins, I told him, whatever you do, don't move on the screen. He said, I got you. About 2 seconds later, he gets called for a moving screen. I'm like, what are you doing? He said, I was set. Like, you were definitely moving.
Tigers looking to erase a 4-point deficit with 7:02 to go in the fourth. Into the corner, Carroll, baseline drive, tough shot with the right hand, off the glass and in. Lead is down to 2.
Very quick on the pump fake there and drive. Sometimes that pump fake can take, slow you down a little bit, but super quick there by Cade Carroll. Strong finish as well.
4 points on the night now for Carroll. Quick impact as he just now entered the game. Williams right side, feeds it down low to Strasball. Loses the handle. Luckily, Williams is right there. Can't knock down the jumper, but takes away the rebound for Myers. Finds Morgan on the other side. Check that. That is Gowan who sinks it. 39-35 Southeastern.
5th assist for Lane Williams. And that one's just straight up effort.
Feed down low, Nybert swings it out. Morton for 3, connects.
Great find there by Nybert. Morton drills the 3. His second of the game. He's 2 for 5. Both of those coming in the second half.
Lead is right back down to 1 for Southeastern. Tigers not going away. 5:49 to go in the fourth. Smith, dribble drive inside. Called for the offensive foul. The Tigers will take over.
I'm going to tell you this. I am a big fan of Caden Nybert. He got called for a block earlier, but even with 3 fouls there, he steps over, draws the contact, drawing the 3rd foul on Connor Smith. But I mean, that could be Nybert's 4th, but that's a winning play.
One of the players we highlighted on this week's episode of Overtime presented by McDonald's. I did mention I hadn't seen him play yet, and from what I've seen so far, John, I'm impressed.
Yeah, he's been very good so far.
Deep 3 from Morton is off the glass, no good. Myers is there for the offensive rebound. We'll have a jump ball between Myers and Strasball.
We'll stay here.
I believe all 13 or all 12 of the Tigers' first points came off the hands of Nybert.
Yeah, he had all 12, and then he has not scored since, but he's still been able to make an impact.
Draws the offensive foul on the other side. Now dribble driving on this side as he's called for a foul on the way up. He'll head to the line with a chance to tie it up.
Yeah, and that's just being smart, and that's being a senior. Yeah, being a senior. I thought he was a senior. I wanted to make sure. But the play is designed for him to get the shot on the wing for the 3. It's not there, so he just does a good job of driving to the middle, drawing the contact.
Nybert sinks the first. We are tied at 39. It's nice for a first-year head coach to have a player like this, a senior leader, to lean on.
Yeah, 6 for 6 now at the line for Nybert.
Nybert cannot sink the second. The ball is tipped out of bounds by Myers, so the Panthers will take over 39-39.
Hey, we do have a watcher, as KB Perkins just sent me a message saying that his brother has never set a set screen. I'll agree with him. Uniata opens tomorrow night against Miami Trays. That should be a really good game.
39-39, 5:10 to go in the quarter. Feed down low to Fisher is off of Fisher. Tough defense there from the freshman, Gunnar Myers.
3rd turnover of the 4th quarter already for the Panthers, as they only had the 1, which was to end the 3rd quarter as well.
.502 to go in the 4th. Nybert, dribble drive out to Morton for 3. Won't go. Rebound, Panthers.
It's going to be Fisher. Nice board for Fisher there. Good look, though, for the Tigers on the drive and kick.
Panthers now the other way. Cheadle, baseline drive, kicks it out. Smith now to Morgan, top of the key three. Off the glass, won't go. Fisher is there for the offensive rebound. To Pfeiffer, he makes it off the glass.
Tell you what, Carter Fisher can jump out of the gym as he just soared up there to get that board. And then a nice find for Pfeiffer down for the layup.
41-39 Southeastern. Feed down low is good for Morton.
Good look there by Gunnar Myers from the top. Morton been shooting a lot from the outside, does a nice job cutting and scoring there at the hoop.
8 points now for Morton. Cheadle the other way, short range jumper on the way, off the front iron, won't fall. Myers the rebound. Nybert in transition, pull up mid-range jumper off the glass, won't go. Fisher with the rebound for Southeastern. Now the other way, Pfeiffer for three, won't go. Fisher, once again another offensive rebound, right back to Pfeiffer. Fisher going to work in the short range, rattles around and in. The Panthers are back out in front, 43-41.
Just an outstanding quarter so far for Carter Fisher. He's got 4 boards and that tough 2 right there.
Nybert around the free throw line, out to Myers. Back to Myers, left side, takes it to the top of the key, right corner to Morton. Myers right side, top of the key, Nybert contested 3. Tigers are out in front, 44-43. Timeout, Waverly, it'll be a full.
It's a big-time shot for Caden Nybert. He's got 16 now, 12 in the first half and 4 in the last couple possessions.
We'll take a quick break. Tigers out in front, 44-43 with 3:01 to go in the fourth. You're watching Ohio High School boys basketball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio Health.
At Ohio Health, you can see your doctor here or here, on this or on these. And no matter if you're over here, over there, or anywhere in between, you'll feel good knowing Ohio Health provides the finest care anywhere. Schedule care today at ohiohealth.com/finestcare.
Hey everyone, Mike Glockner.
I'm Brandon Callahan.
Of the all-new Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Service Center in Portsmouth, Ohio. We have a $39.95 oil change special going on right now. That includes a free tire rotation and free multi-point inspection. Schedule your appointment online at GlocknerCDJR@Portsmouth.com.
44-43, the Tigers out in front with 2:57 to go in the fourth.
Yeah, nice job there by the Tigers, getting Caden Nybert a good look. Only the second foul, both for Cade Carroll and also for the Tigers in the quarter. So a little bit of a reset here. Possession arrow is with the Panthers. 3 fouls for the Panthers, so only 1 foul away from the bonus, or only 1 foul to give.
Third on Carroll. Gowan gets it into Fisher, off the glass, tough shot, ball rattles around. Fisher nearly has the offensive rebound. Ball is out of bounds on the Panthers.
Yeah, I think that's just a, the hustle there by Fisher ends up knocking that ball out of bounds. But I feel like the people that, the Southeastern fans are going to really appreciate what Carter Fisher's going to give them effort-wise.
Nybert across half court to the Tigers, now to Carroll. Top of the key, Myers. Feed down low to Carroll is taken away. Fisher with the loose ball.
Yeah, that's a big thing there with Joey Pfeiffer to jump that that cut that ends up forcing that to be a turnover.
Timeout Southeastern, their first of the night.
I believe going to be a full. Yeah, they're sitting down, so it's going to be a full.
It'll be a full. We'll keep it here.
Yeah, so just there, that's kind of the, with the flex cuts and whatnot that Waverly's trying to do, you're going to be able to get cutters on occasion. There, the cut just got jumped by Joey Pfeiffer, and that's what knocks it loose to Carter Fisher. 2:16 left to play. I think, obviously, you got to look for Connor Smith if you can, but, you know, with what Carter Fisher's done this half, I mean, he's 3 for 4 in the post. He's got 6. You know, I think he's an option for sure. Lane Williams only has 4 points, but he's got 5 assists on the day. I think if you can get him moving downhill, he may be able to find someone. I think you got a lot of options here if you're Coach Alley. Like I mentioned, they still got the possession arrow just in case, which I feel like is a thing like for college. Like they don't really have to say it that much. Like I think they just point it out. But high school, it definitely happens much more often.
44-43, Tigers leading 2:13 to go in the fourth. Entry pass right side to Strasball. Feed down low, Pfeiffer, fade away. Jumper is no good, did not get it there.
A little too quick of a look there. Good move by Nybert.
The other way, off the glass, won't go. Rebound goes to the Panthers. That's Strasball with another board.
His 10th.
Ball is out of bounds. Nybert tipped it away on the, I should say, in front of the Southeastern bench. 1:52 remaining.
Daniel Morgan checks back in for Dylan Gowan. So, yeah, Lane Williams is actually getting checked out on the bench.
Smith on the drive. Right corner three from Morgan is good.
Big shot there by Daniel Morgan. He comes into the game and buries a 3 to give him the lead immediately.
Third 3 from Morgan tonight. 46-44 Southeastern. 1:25 to go. Nybert, opposite of the screen. Mid-range jumper is blocked away. It will be a foul. This is Morgan. It will be his first. Shooting foul will send Nybert to the line. Don't believe he's missed yet.
He's actually missed his last. So you didn't announcer jinx him, because I think I might have last time when I said he was 6 for 6. So 6 or 7 from the line.
First one from Nybert is off the front iron and no good. Lane Williams right back into the game for Southeastern. He is in for Joey Pfeiffer. One minute, 20 seconds remaining in the fourth. Second free throw on the way from Nybert. In and out. Morgan the big rebound. Quick foul on the floor for Carroll. That'll be his fourth.
Yeah, big rebound there by Daniel Morgan. Only the third team foul, so they still have one to give for Waverly.
This is team third of the quarter.
$1:17 to play. So you want to run a little time, but with that 1-2-2 press coming back.
Foul was on Morton. That was his third. Carroll's still with 2, I believe. Is this one taken away by Nybert? The other way, up with the right hand. He'll head back to the line. Same circumstances, John.
Yeah, once he got that ball in transition, he was going to the hoop to make up for that turnover. And, now he's got a chance. 6 or 9 from the line.
(46-44), 1:03 to go in the fourth. First from Nybert on the way, sinks it. Lead is down to 1.
7 for 10 for the senior.
17 points tonight for the first team All-SOC selection. Sinks the pair. We're tied at 46.
I'd like to see Waverly stay in this pressure. In Southeastern, you got 4 timeouts, so you got time to decide what you want to do here. If you want to hold for the last shot, you want to run something set, you can do so.
45 seconds to go. Strasball left side. Cross-court pass to Smith. Feed down low. Fisher now to Morgan. Right back to Fisher.
I feel like they might want to pull it out just to get a timeout to Yeah.
Timeout Southeastern. It is a full, and we will step aside. You're watching Ohio High School boys basketball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Willie and Son Trucking. Willie and Son Trucking has been a proud supporter of local student athletes, coaches, and athletic programs throughout its history. Be sure to look out for the Shack Athlete of the Week presented by Willie and Son Trucking each week at SOSAOhio.com.
Kimberly. Tons of practice. One chop away from a black belt. 7 of the best sidekicks. And 5 years since her cancer diagnosis at Ohio Health.
46-46 possession with the Panthers, 31.3 seconds to go in the fourth.
Now, if you're Southeastern, you can still run some clock and then call timeout again if you want. The good thing for Waverly is they can give a foul if they think that Southeastern is about to get into what they want.
Williams top of the key, 25 ticks to go. Now to Smith, guarded by Bloss.
I think you're going to see Waverly give a foul at some point.
12 seconds to go in the fourth. Williams hands it off to Smith, 8 to go.
And now even more, they're going to have a chance to give one, because as soon as Southeastern starts to get into whatever action they're looking for here, I think you have to give that foul. And that's, the interesting part with this. Now, I do like the fact that they're not going to be able to give 3 more fouls in this time. So that change I like. But 8.6 to go. I think you got to look Lane Williams, Connor Smith, one of the two.
Daniel Morgan been hot as well. Fisher down low. Pick your poison, John.
What I would like to see is Daniel Morgan on the side that Connor Smith's driving to for a kick out
to the corner, yeah.
But you also, I think, you got to tell your guys to be smart on the offensive glass. Don't get a very cheap foul.
8.6 to go. Morgan inbounds it to Williams. 5 to shoot.
Yep, there it is.
Foul around half court. This is on Bloss with 3.8 remaining.
I would say you're probably going to get a timeout. 2 to go.
3.8 seconds remaining.
Try to get something going towards the hoop if you can.
Morgan to inbound. Gets it in. Strasball drives down the lane. Shot is on the way. Won't go. And we are headed to overtime, presented by McDonald's.
Good job there, Dewey. Dropping in. Hey, it's a good look. You get a little floater inside. Don't get it to fall. You got 4 more minutes of action here.
46-46 as we head to an extra 4-minute quarter here at the Larry. You're watching Ohio High School boys basketball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio.
There's not a Par Mar store near you now, there will be soon. That's the slogan, and that's what we believe at Par Mar stores. From groceries to gas and all the other stuff you need, Par Mar has it. Download the Par Mar app for even more savings, and don't forget the Par Mar rewards card too. We also believe in being a big part of your community, so look for us at the ball game or wherever you are. Shop us today, like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and remember, if there's not a Par Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
This presentation of high school sports on Southern Ohio Sports Authority is brought to you in part by your local McDonald's. McDonald's proudly supports all area athletes again this season. Visit your local McDonald's in Chillicothe, Circleville, Greenfield, and Waverly. And be sure to check out SOSA's newly relaunched podcast, Overtime, presented by McDonald's.
46-46, such a competitive opener, John. We need 4 extra minutes.
Yeah, it wouldn't be right with how competitive this game was if it didn't go to overtime.
Jump ball is won by Fisher. Williams recovers in the backcourt. He'll bring it up for the Panthers.
Little personnel reset. Neither team has a player with 4 fouls. So we should be good to go, although both teams are in the bonus now.
Smith feeds it to Strasball, down low, off the glass, and in for 2.
I like that, going right back to Strasball after missing the floater, and he makes a nice move there in the paint for the basket.
Nybert now going to work, kicks it into the corner to Morton, now right back to Nybert.
Good move.
Nybert off the fake, inside with the left hand, drops it in, tied up at 48.
Going with the lefty there in the paint. Knowing the right hand's taken away, just with a lefty floater, he's got 20.
20 points on the night for the senior. Smith a corner 3, front iron won't go. Fisher there for the offensive board. I believe we have a foul on Weston Bloss.
It's going to be on the box.
Third foul on the senior. That'll send Fisher to the line.
Yeah, 2 shots here for Carter Fisher. He is 0 for 2 at the line so far.
First shot from Fisher on the way, no good. Remains tied at 48. 3:01 remaining in the extra period.
Yeah, Fisher with 5 rebounds in the 4th and overtime so far.
Fisher can't see the second. This one out of bounds on the Tigers. Panthers with an extra shot here with 2:59 remaining.
Yeah, if you're Southeastern, you don't have to rush here.
Williams guarded by Bloss, top of the key. He'll hand it off to Connor Smith.
Nice
Taken
hands.
away by Nybert. Tigers on top of the loose ball. Timeout. No, we'll have a jump ball. Either way, it will go with Waverly as Jamison Morton is right there to jump on top of it.
I'm giving the steal to Nybert on that. That's just him just using those quick hands. It'll be his 3rd of the night to go with his 20 points.
Off the screen, Nybert, step back mid-range jumper, in and out, won't go. Morgan the rebound for the Panthers.
Still a good look for Nybert.
Now Williams the other way. Dribble drive out to Morgan, far corner. Back to Smith, top of the key, he'll reset.
I'd like to see if they can get Smith or Williams downhill.
Williams drives inside the arc, kicks it right back to Smith. Far side drive. Morgan, near side 3, won't go. Myers the rebound. Fouled on the floor. He'll head to the line on the other side, shooting 2.
Still a very good look there. Good find by Connor Smith. Daniel Morgan, who had hit 3 of his last 4 before that. That's a good look. It's going to be a 3rd foul on Strasball.
First shot from Myers is good. The Tigers out in front, 49-48, with 1:49 to go.
His first free throw attempt of the contest as well.
Second shot on the way from Myers. Back iron, won't fall. Strasball the rebound.
His 11th board of the game. Go with 5 points.
Williams across half-court, entry pass far side to Morgan, now to Smith. Fisher, backdoor pass to Williams is not there. Jump ball. This one will stay with Southeastern.
Good job by Weston Bloss there, because Williams was open for a split second, but Bloss recovers, gets the deflection, draws the jump ball, 1:29 to play.
Morgan set to inbound on the baseline. John, as you mentioned, 1:29 to go.
Yeah, we're going to have I guess, not as much time to clean that up as I thought.
Once again, Morgan to inbound on the baseline, gets it into Fisher. Now back to Williams.
Yeah, nothing wrong with just getting the ball inbounds right there. You don't have a play you feel great about. you might have an advantage with
Fisher on Carroll.
Yeah.
Off the screen, Williams. Right side, kicks it right back out to Smith. Now Strasball on the drive, inside, called for the foul. This one is on Sawyer Myers. That'll send Strasball to the line, shooting 2 with 1:01 remaining. Second foul on the freshman.
Strasball 3 for 6 at the line so far. And the funny thing is, I was talking to the Chillicothe Gazette's Jack Gleckner. I'm just going to keep name dropping. Earlier tonight, and he was talking about the whistles not being really loud so far. That whistle was not loud. You couldn't hear it at all. But big shot here for Strasball.
Shot from Strasball on the way. Back iron won't go. The Tigers remain in the lead.
Yeah, got a lot of timeouts available for both coaches.
Cal Bradley uses his 4th. It will be a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here with 55.7 remaining, a 1-point lead for the Tigers.
Then in overtime, you get an extra 1. So they still have 2 timeouts left. Southeastern's got 3. 1 advantage for Waverly. They do have the possession arrow. Whatever the next foul is, both teams have 2 shots from here on out. I mean, I think if you're Waverly, if you can get Nybert a good look, I think that's maybe all you want unless it's a layup. Or maybe Nybert with his drive and kick out to Morton. But I think, run a little bit of clock. But with 55.7 to play, we'll see how Southeastern decides to guard against this.
Inbound pass to Nybert. He'll bring it up for the Tigers. 48 seconds remaining in OT.
Yeah, I think as soon as Nybert gets the ball up, whoever he gets it to, you've got to foul that person or double it.
Clock is now down to 35 as Waverly will use their second to last timeout.
Yeah, and it was going to be a quick foul. I think Coach Bradley may have thought that it was going to be a quick double, but we got a full timeout. So, we'll stick it here. 34.5 to play. Nybert is 8 of 11 from the line so far. Sawyer Myers is 1 for 2. Other than that, the guys that are in, Cade Carroll hasn't shot from the line. Weston Bloss hasn't shot from the line. Jamison Morton hasn't shot from the line. So I'm thinking, really, as soon as Nybert gives the ball up, if you can get rid of it, you foul there. Or, maybe just try to double, try to force some sort of chaos before you foul.
3 timeouts remaining for Southeastern, 1 left in the bag for Coach Bradley.
Yeah, a lot of options for both teams. And I think if you're Coach Bradley, you also maybe just throw in there like, hey, if someone cuts to the basket off of this inbound play, like let's say with Sawyer Myers going down lower, if he sets a screen here for Gunnar Myers, maybe you get an easy layup. I think we're trying to figure out what's going on here foul-wise. Should be correct because, Southeastern had 2 left at the end of regulation, and so did Waverly. And Waverly's used 2 here, so they should still have 1 timeout. So I think that's what's being discussed right now at the scorers table. Once again, first game for everybody. But if I'm going to trust anybody with the scoreboard, it's going to be Jeremy Ward here at Southeastern, as he is all over it. And I would say whatever he's got is correct. And it appears that is so.
Jamison Morton set to inbound in front of his own bench. 34.5 ticks remaining. Inbound to Nybert.
If someone's going to be open, now I foul.
Bloss into the corner, a foul on the floor. It will be Bloss heading to the line.
I'd like to see these officials get on the same page, though, because the same official's been calling it the whole time. And, that was a foul. But why are the two officials that are near the play not calling that? Figure it out. Got 27.7 left.
First shot from Bloss on the way, off the glass and in. The bank is open.
Hey, even late, the bank here at the Larry is open.
One point now on the night for Bloss. Can't sink the second. Panthers take over with 22 seconds remaining.
You can go for the tie or the win, yeah. So I think if you're the Panthers, you got to put up the shot with, at least some time left to try to get Carter Fisher or Brevin Strasbaugh the chance to get a rebound here. 19.5 to play. It's they haven't really been able to get the ball downhill with Williams or Connor Smith. I think I'd like to see a flat screen here for Lane Williams to try to get him to drive downhill and maybe even get a roll back, but I don't know if that's in their playbook. Because I think if you can get Strasbaugh rolling back and maybe Fisher on the backside, you have a good chance at a rebound. But you've also got Daniel Morgan, who's 3 for 6 on the night from 3, including 3 for 5 in the second half. Connor Smith has knocked down 3 threes. He's 3 for 6 as well. So you've got a couple options there if you want to go for the win right here. But I still think whatever happens here, you got to give Carter Fisher and Brevin Strasbaugh a chance to get a rebound here. So you got to get the shot off with a little bit of time left.
19 and a half seconds to go, inbound to Williams. Brings it near side. Now down the lane, pass to Fisher is nearly taken away, and it is. Right back to the Tigers. Jump ball, they have possession.
Huge play by Cade Carroll there. I think Williams thought that he was getting doubled. Tried to go down to Fisher. Nice play, knocking it down by Carroll and winning the loose ball.
8.9 seconds remaining. Ball is kicked out of bounds by Strasbaugh. And, John, this is where eliminating the 1-and-1 makes it a little more difficult to make a comeback in these sort of situations.
Yeah, I completely agree on that. Now Connor Smith's going to foul out here.
Panther leading scorer now out with 5. He'll finish with 13.
Yeah, nice game for him on his first night of his senior year. They're going to get Aiden King in, who, as I mentioned earlier, a very good shooter. So I would say whatever they're going to look for, it's going to be him. This is one other thing I'll say. That ball's kicked out into the corner. The ball was deflected out in the corner, so maybe it was kicked immediately, but I feel like that ball should have been on the sideline instead of on the baseline. But Jamison Morton to the free throw line. Has not attempted a free throw on the night. Has knocked down a couple threes, though. Good-looking shooter.
First shot from Morton is good. That pushes the lead to 3.
Morton with a chance to put it away here. Possibly.
51-48, shot on the way from Morton is no good. Strasbaugh the rebound. 6 seconds to shoot for the Panthers. The other way, Williams for the tie, won't go. Time expires, and that'll do it. The Tigers are victorious in the opener, 51-48.
Yeah, I can't believe they got that good of a look. I thought there was going to be a foul. No foul. But good job there by the Tigers to withstand, They get a hold at the end of regulation. Last minute of the game, they had to get a stop. They get a stop. Then here in overtime, knocking down the free throws. Just a good win for Waverly.
51-48 is our final in our opener. We'll Take a quick break. Post-game show coming up next right here on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio Health.
Williams has transferred to Wendy's for the new loaded nacho cheeseburger.
This burger's my inspiration, and I just hope to inspire you.
Oh, you have inspired us.
Thought we were doing names on the headband.
Get it together. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new loaded nacho cheeseburger.
The warmth of the holiday season is all wrapped up in the generous gifts we share. When you sign up for fiber internet with Horizon, we'll donate $10 to the YMCA in your community. Call Horizon at 740-772-8331 or visit us at horizonconnects.com before December 31st, and you'll also get 1 month free plus free installation on your service. It's a little bit of holiday magic that comes when you make the most meaningful connections with Horizon.
Tigers take their opener 51-48. They move to 1-0. The Panthers fall to 0-1. Southeastern back in action next Wednesday when they travel to Pumpkin Town. I don't know. They travel to Circleville to take on the Tigers.
I was wondering where you're going on that.
And their second meeting, or excuse me, their second matchup of the year for Waverly. Back in action tomorrow night. They head back to the downtown gymnasium. They'll host Amanda, who fell to Westfall a little bit earlier on tonight.
Yeah, I think it's a really good chance for Waverly to
match their wins from a season ago.
Yeah, hopefully.
In their first two.
Hopefully we don't jinx them on that. But
hopefully not. But I will say, Westfall looked exceptional beating Amanda tonight, so I would put my money on Waverly tomorrow night, to say the least.
Yeah, and that Westfall team is good, but still a 29-point win is very impressive. So just a couple things on the game. You know, Caden Nybert led the way with 20 points on the night, 3 steals. He had a couple points in overtime. Also made those 2 free throws late, you know, to keep them afloat. Landon Russell, a freshman, 8 points, 4 rebounds, didn't play in the fourth quarter. Besides, he started the fourth and then came out early, but did a nice job keeping them going there in that third quarter as he had 6. Sawyer Myers with 3, Gunnar Myers with 5, Cade Carroll, who may have made the play of the night because it looked like Carter Fisher was going to have a layup, but Carroll was able to knock the ball loose and get the jump ball. He had 4 points, 4 rebounds. Weston Bloss had a point. Jamison Morton had 9 points, including that big free throw late. Hit a couple big threes. He made a layup in overtime. So, you know, just a good effort there for Coach Bradley and his Tigers as they move to 1-0. For Southeastern, they were led in scoring by Connor Smith with 13. He hit a trio of threes. I was trying to think of a triumphant.
A triplet?
Yeah, a triplet of threes. As did Daniel Morgan, who had 9 points on the night. Lane Williams had 4 points and 5 assists for the Panthers. Dylan Gowan had 5 points. Brevin Strasbaugh, 5 points, 13 rebounds on the night. Carter Fisher had 6 points and 9 rebounds after sitting most of the first half. Joey Pfeiffer finished with 6 points as well for the Panthers. So, I mean, really, you know, it's a loss. You don't want to have that, but I was impressed with what I saw from Southeastern, you know, physically. And, you know, there's a couple things that they can tighten up on. Like, free throw shooting wasn't good.
Especially early on.
Yeah. So that's something that, you know, they can tighten up on and they're just going to get better at. You know, Coach Alley has, did you say his record? I think it was 107-72. Yeah, 107-72 at Zane Trace, which, you know, Zane Trace is a good basketball school, but so is Southeastern. I mean, Coach Alley was one of their best players they've ever had here, so he understands what it is to be a part of this program, and I think, you know, he's got them going in the right direction. But for Waverly, you know, Coach Bradley getting a win in his first game, you know, it's about all you can ask for. Get a chance to, you know, best part about going 1-0 is you get a chance to go 2-0.
2-0 in his last 2 games here at Southeastern.
Yeah,
3-point overtime game, not a bad way to start the year for us, John. We'll continue our winter sports coverage tomorrow afternoon as we have a doubleheader down in Beaver as Huntington will take on Western. That game at 6:30, and then Piketon and Eastern Pike set to follow. That's a roll start. I believe the schedule says 8, but we all know how games can either, well, for the most part, get behind. So look for the first game start, and then the second will follow shortly after. But for John Bruce and Dewey Daly, we are signing off from the Larry here at Southeastern High School. Once again, the final, Waverly 51, Southeastern 48. Have a great rest of your night.